All right.
Yeah.
Harry, you're welcome.
Exactly.
Have you?
Morning.
I guess definitely didn't get the green memo today.
Yeah, you didn't get the green memo.
What's today? What's happening today, 25th of November? Is there anything you have already, or later on you tell us?
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know, maybe let's find something that aligns to green.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely
You'll check
find
out.
something.
So two things I want to mention here. Quite an interesting conversation Titi just brought to our attention.
Yeah.
Fast, but just before that, Mariah has been trending, of course, across the weekend. That's Wizkid's latest album, dedicated to his mom.
Yeah.
It's called Mariah. Well, just something I just wanted to mention. I know it's been on for a very long time, but it's the vitriol with which fans, as it were, attack each other based on, there's been,
the fan
now,
base beef.
There's a surge of, there's an uprising. People can easily get access to statistics, right? It's not those days where you have to wait for a record company or a distribution company to tell us that this person sold 25 million. No.
Yeah.
You can go on Spotify, you can go on Apple Music, and you can see the ranks. You can see how many streams. It's easily accessible now. Data is easily accessible. When I'm talking about data, I'm not talking about
phone data. No.
But data,
analytical
data is now accessible to almost everybody. And that has even made fans even more, how do I put it now? It's now darker. The battle is now darker. And it's been like that over the weekend. But I'll just say that generally. I think, I'm not trying to say kumbaya, Afrobeats is all as one and all of that. But I think that because of your alliance to one person, you're probably missing the beauty in some other person's music.
There are some really good messages on both sides, and I'm not going to mention the other side.
It's not both.
Right
No, I'm looking at 3, 4, 5, 6 other ones because it's been coming up.
This story is two sides. Okay, well, that's not what we want to talk about today.
Yeah. But Mary, I just wanted to hear what do you think about the album?
Yeah, so it's actually almost a common thing now.
Okay.
For you to see fans going at each other. It's just like, I could liken it to football, for example. A Man City, as successful as they are, they don't have so many fans. So people don't really talk about them. That's kind of like Burna Boy. No, I'm bringing Burna Boy into it. So I'm using Man City to describe it. So Burna Boy is successful, but his fan base isn't as strong or as, vicious as the Wizkid and 30
and all of that.
And all. So most times, even when he's being dragged, you're not sure where he's being dragged to. But you see the main two, I just feel they need to control their fans. It's a normal thing, in quotes. We have the beehive, and when they actually go after somebody, it's actually crazy. A normal thing. But the celebrity, as the case may be, needs to rein in their fans.
Just to wrap up, this election show me say beehive, honey hive, all those ones, no to matter. But is there something to tell us here?
Yeah, so basically, there was a tweet that was screenshotted and posted on a blog, and this is what it says. It says, so I ordered food from one of the online ordering platforms and this morning, and it was one of my very close, lost secondary school pals that delivered it with his bicycle. I didn't know how to feel. Shame no gree me collect the food. See as my guy, they sweat on top how much. There's so many different angles to this.
Many.
So many. Yeah.
This discussion can go from Monday till Friday. Where do we even start from? So
a lot of people don't go for reunions, school reunions, because of things like this. Because it's either they just feel like they haven't lived up to their expectations, or everyone else is probably. A lot of people, they say pad or pile on who they really truly are at reunions and everything, but you can't really truly see who they are. But this was a big reality check for this particular person that posted. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl.
First thing is, what was your reason for posting it?
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, and which what people put up about, there's dignity in labor. If you probably had left this country, you will probably be doing delivery somewhere else.
Very
true.
But
because of the person is doing it here. What is wrong? Why do we try to undignify some kind of labor?
Yeah.
He said secondary school. I'm not sure. She probably is maybe a Gen Z. I'm not saying that is what it is. But just pretty not left secondary school not too long ago and all that. This is probably still a very young person.
Yeah.
And they're finding their way. There is dignity in labor.
Yeah.
From the way it sounded, you say shame. We shouldn't be ashamed of doing honest work.
Very honest.
This person can go out now, you see this thing now, the next thing now, the person don't carry laptop, put leg on top tortoise.
Wow,
You know,
that
that's
description
one
was-
angle. But number two,
was
and like you mentioned also, I don't know how many of us are still in our school WhatsApp group and all of that.
I am. Oh. Yeah, are you?
You know?
Are you? They
know
they
they-
added you back again, right?
They don't
They added you back
They
again.
don't add me.
Yeah.
You know, they don't add me. They don't add me.
Mary,
But
are
you see,
young?
I mean, my school,
no,
in
not,
my
not school, your set.
classmates.
Eh?
In fact, I mean, like 3 of them, and I don't know how I got there. But
Yeah.
I'm not having an issue with it. In
Are
fact,
you active on the platform?
We've had quite a number
Active.
of. I think we've had 2 reunions, but
Yeah.
I didn't attend.
Oh.
Me being.
When you don't even attend the one here.
Yeah,
Is that one? Like, Mary doesn't attend the present reunion. It's not past reunion. You want Mary to attend. But Mary, you know, there are 8,001 angles. What angle do you want to take this from? Looking at this story.
You know, I think many people came after the guy. What did you do? But I believe what he's looking at is this. There's dignity in labor, fine. But he believes this, you know, this particular food platform, he believes that, oh, it's probably just pittance that these guys
get
earn
paid.
for
And you'll be
running those
surprised.
errands. And so to him, is like, why is my guy doing this? I agree with the dignity in labor thing. I also like the fact that Mike mentioned that everything in life is a phase.
Yeah.
Everything in life happens for a reason. You have to go through this to get to this. That's just the way life is.
Yeah.
Sure.
So wherever it is you are now, you are where you're supposed to be. Just know that because you don't know where you are heading to.
Sure.
And the only way you won't head there is if you are more focused on where you are now than on the goal that you are hoping to achieve.
Word.
Having said that, I do not see any problem actually with what the guy posted because it was a kind of a wake-up call.
Yeah.
So many of us just, you know, believe that all is well with people we used to know or, well, this person is getting by. And then because people go to the studio or take selfies, you believe, oh, all is well with them. But you really don't know exactly what's going on. I would expect that he did not make his friend feel bad.
Yeah.
If I ran into a classmate, let me say I get money past you much, but if I ran into a classmate in such a situation, maybe doing something I feel isn't giving them enough income, I'll probably sit them down, gist with them, reconnect with them.
Suggest some things or maybe options.
They might not even be ready to listen to that at that point.
At that point in time.
It's not
But
the
let's
best time.
just talk.
Exactly.
Let's
That's not the
just.
time.
It's,
Exactly.
it's a normal guy. I meet you
telling
again.
you.
Just catch up and find out what's going on.
Exactly. It's just almost like when you are comforting someone who's bereaved. No, that's not the time to say. And this is, this is.
God will provide another husband for you, or God will provide another wife for you. Yeah,
No,
that's
that
what it means.
You know, somebody comes and says, "Oh, okay, you lost your dad, you lost your grandfather," and you say, "I know what it is like." No, you don't.
You don't.
See,
Because you don't have the kind of relationship the person has with that other person. Most of the times, it's just a listening ear and
all
probably a
they
shoulder to
need.
cry on. It's just to
Very true.
console,
Very, very
condole,
true.
and just be in the present. It's the same thing in this Kakadopala scenario. You might not, the best thing might not be, but the best thing is just to catch up. How's it going? Okay, maybe get a contact and say, okay, we'll get to
Exactly.
see later, and then see what
So
you
there's-
can, if you can.
There's one thing I want to just mention.
You
No
know?
situation is permanent, though. That guy that is riding a bicycle today in a dignified manner and not stealing, not hurting people to make money, not defrauding people, right, is building himself and starting a career of some sort. Maybe he's even using that money to push himself through school, through even masters. You can never tell.
You just made me think
can
of
never
African
tell.
China
Yeah.
song.
You know, it's just, so, and I wanted to say this myself. I've waited tables.
Oh, sure.
I worked at a bar. I served drinks. I've cleaned hotels before. You get, and look at where I am now. The thing is, if I didn't do those things, I wouldn't have enough to push myself through school.
Yeah.
Education was 8 years for me. So imagine if I had done 8 years on somebody else's dime. It's not possible.
You know,
So you never know what
this
people's
one,
situations
this
are
one
like.
was just, this is just an aside here. This was me and one of my guys. Okay, I didn't join him. We had planned it, but this is what will happen. You see guys in the morning, they look cute, making sense and all of that. Then there was a need for a gutter to be cleaned in the estate.
Okay.
And they contributed money for it.
Yeah.
And they're about giving it to somebody. And the guys just came together and say, oh, more, how far for nights? Let me see what they do anything. Just a gist now. More clean now for nights, bring the bar. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Now the guys came out, kaka. The next morning, gutter is clean and sharp.
And they
Baba, they also
collected their money.
some few money.
And I'm sure it's not small
And the next morning, I'll be looking at it, so yeah. I'm just saying, a lot of people have done things, especially if it's that one thing, dignity in labor.
Yeah.
And you go outside the country, and this is not to, we do things there that people will not even dare to think of doing for many reasons. So there's no need going to there.
Yeah.
But people do it. I mean, we even have brothers of governors doing delivery.
Yeah.
And yeah, the guy said, when I come back to Nigeria, look,
Yeah.
I will
Driving
flange him
cabs.
and be throwing.
There is a
when I
I
go
won't
back, I
mention
will do
his
my
name.
delivery.
There's a
So my
particular,
point is,
very popular Nollywood actor, I'm not going to mention his name, who used to drive trucks in the U.S., across the U.S. Truck drivers earn a lot of money.
oh, they
going to
still
say
do.
that.
They're
Yeah,
more than
that's-
one.
that's another
They're more than
thing.
one. They're like, in my
that's
head
another
now,
thing.
there are at least 3 that come to mind, and they've said it's
Many people
Yeah.
don't realize that most of these dirty jobs are where there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You see somebody in the market, cleaning muck, doing all sorts of stuff. You're looking down on the person. Wait till you hear what that person is. Is an average market person
Yeah.
has a fortune to their name.
Yeah.
Don't be deceived.
Yes, sir.
Those bus drivers and conductors you are looking at, maybe not the conductors, but the
Yeah.
drivers.
Yeah.
They are making a fortune. Keep the change. Whoa, they will dash you the change times 10 if you don't start well. Stop
Generally.
looking down
Yeah.
on people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you
generally.
see your friend, please just be nice.
Yeah.
Just say hi, what's up, connect again.
You
I
go
would just
big.
Keep
say-
it cool, yeah.
There
There's
is
no big
dignity
deal.
in labor.
There is.
Don't be ashamed of what you have to do once it is right. If it's good with God and it's good with man
Yeah.
and your conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dignity in labor. That's what we were pushing here. We're
Somebody
saying
will
this
feed
morning.
you.
All right.
At this point, we would love for you to contribute to the conversation. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and tag us on Instagram. That's WakeUpNigeria TVCE. All right, then, let's take a quick break. We'll be back after this.